Good morning, dear student. Be safe to stay home. First of all, I would like to inform you that nowadays we are suffering from a vital diseases affecting a lot of people, that is coronavirus. For that, we are going to teach online teachings, and I believe that you will receive from the distance education and you learn some things about the teaching. Dear students, we are going to start in the first chapters of mathematics in class 10. The chapter is real numbers. Chapter is what? Real numbers. So, now let us start the things. Then, next, what is real numbers? What do you mean real numbers? Real number constituted by mainly two numbers, that is the rational number and irrational numbers. Rational numbers and irrational numbers, both together we call the real numbers. Then what is rational numbers? Rational numbers is in the forms of p by q, where p and q both are integers, and pq also having co-prime factors, that is HCF is 1 and while q not equal to 0. What is this? It is rational numbers is the form of p by q. P by q both are integers and q not equal to 0, and both HCF is 1. That is rational numbers. And these rational numbers mainly terminating decimal representation or non-terminating or recurring decimal representation. Both two types of decimal representation are there in the rational numbers. That is what? Number 1, terminating decimal representation, and number 2, repeating decimal or recurring decimal representation. Repeating decimal representation, terminating or repeating decimals. Then both together we can say the rational numbers. And these rational numbers contains the natural numbers, the whole numbers, as it is the all fractional numbers. That is the rational numbers. And we are going to discuss about the irrational numbers. The numbers which are not in the forms of p by q, where p and q both are integers and q not equal to 0. These representations are called irrational numbers. The examples of irrational numbers are root 2, root 3, root 5. These are the irrational numbers. And these irrational numbers mainly non-terminating and non-repeating decimal representations. The decimal representation is either non-terminating and also non-repeating. That is the irrational number. Now, the introductions of the real numbers. The whole are called the real numbers, and again we can say vital points is that basically you have learned up to class 9 what is natural numbers, what is the whole numbers, what is integers, everything you know, and irrational number also. Now we are going to teach about the lemma. What is lemma? What is lemma? What is lemma? What is lemma? Lemma is a proven statement. A proven statement which is used for proof the other statement. It is the lemma. A proven statement which is used for proof the other statement. This is mainly lemma. Now, what do you mean by Euclid's division lemma? What is this Euclid division lemma? We know that if we divide a numbers by others numbers, then we will get what? We will get the quotient remainder, and we can say by which the numbers we divide to other number, this number is called what? Divisor. Then suppose 26 divided by 5. What we observe? We observe that 26, 5, 25, remainder is 1. Then we know that dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This statement we know dividend equal to divisor plus quotient into quotient plus remainder. This is the one kind of division method, division process. Numerically you can say this method dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Then in this particular case, that is 26, you can say 26 is the dividend equal to divisor is what? 5 into quotient 5 plus remainder 1. Now we observe that the number divided by other numbers, then we will get these things. And here suppose quotient is 5, then divisor is 5, then 5 into 5 plus 1. Again here this is the things observed. We observe that this 1 remainder 0 less than R. This R means remainder. This is what? This is 1. R is 1. Remainder 1. Less than what? Less than 5. This is the condition we got here. What is this? This remainder means R. Remainder is greater than 0 here in this particular case, and less than 5 means divisor. This is one condition we got. Secondly, we are observing suppose 24 divided by 6. Then what will the condition? We will observe 24, 6, 24. And 6 into 4, 24. Remainder here 0. Then in that particular case, 24 is the dividend equal to 6 divisor into quotient plus remainder 0 here. Then what is this? What condition will get? Here remainder 0, that is equal to 0. Remainder is 0. Then less than 4. Less than 6. Less than 6, that is divisor. That's less than 6. Then condition we get this any number divided by another number. Then the remainder either 0 or greater than 0. Then condition we get in these two conditions we get remainder what? 0 less than equal to R less than another number, suppose Q. Then what is Q? Q is the divisor. Yeah, Q is the divisor. Then if we divide a numbers P by another number Q, here Q is I will written here. If we divide a number P by another number Q, then the condition will be that suppose A is any real number, that is dividend, then we will get PQ plus R. Then here Q is the quotient, P is the divisor. Then your condition will that 0 less than Q less than less than R equal to R less than Q. Now students, in some extent you understood the nuclear division lemma. What is the lemma of that? Euclid defined. Now you see clearly what is Euclid division lemma. Given positive integers A and B, suppose two positive integers are there. There exist any integer Q and R satisfying A equal to BQ plus R, where the condition is that 0 less than equal to R less than B. That is the Euclid division lemma. Here also same things. Here we write the A equal to PQ plus R. Then you write here P. Then it will be the Euclid division lemma. P is the divisor here. Otherwise, if you say 2 integers a and b, that is Euclid division lemma. Clearly we are telling Euclid division lemma. A and B, two integers, there exists unique integer q and r. Unique integers q and r, satisfying the condition. What condition is that a equal to bq plus r, where condition is that 0 less than equal to r less than b. This is the Euclid division lemma. A and b two integers, and we divide a by b. There is unique integer q and r. Suppose quotient and dividend. Then a equal to, a is a dividend, a equal to bq plus r. Where the condition is that already I have discussed the things, dear student. In numerically we have discussed from the very beginnings how can we divide the things and what are the things we got. Already I have discussed the things. Then 0 less than equal to r less than b. This is the Euclid division lemma. Now, dear student, using this lemma, we can get the algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problems. Some specific types of problems are there by which we can solve that problem. This is called the algorithm. An algorithm is what? Suppose some problem is there in your book also, like that. Find the HCF of two numbers by using algorithm or Euclid division lemma. Then by this we can get suppose exercise 1.1. Use Euclid division algorithm to find the HCF. Already I have told that algorithm. What is the algorithm? Algorithm is that if we divide any number by another number, then the whole process, how can we solve the problems? The whole process total is called the algorithm. Euclid division algorithm. What is this? Exercise 1.1 we can solve using division algorithm to find the HCF. To find the HCF, 135 and 225. 135 and 225. But you use the algorithm only, not division direct method, not factorized method. Then algorithm use. Then you can use the rules of divisions for your better understanding. You can use this like that. Suppose you divide 225 by 135. One time we get 135 0 then 3 9 then first you get 225 equal to 135 into 1 plus 90. Here 90 not equal to 0. Here 90 not equal to 0. Then again you go through the another step. That is the method for algorithm. Then what is another steps? Another steps will come again. 90, 135. 1 times 90. Then it will come 5, then 4. Then another step will get 135 equal to 90 into 1 plus 45. Here also 45 not equal to 0. Then again go another step. What is this? 90, 45 2 times. That is 90. The remainder will come what? 0. Then your process is completed. Then again you write 19 equal to 45 into 2 plus 0. Then 0 means by which numbers multiplies with quotient, these numbers will be the HCF or highest common factors by what? By Euclid division algorithm. Then required HCF equal to 45. Answer. This is the method to solve the HCF by Euclid division algorithm. This is the method to solve the Euclid division algorithm. Now, in this method, you can solve easily the further 2 problems and extra problems you will do definitely. That is your homework. You do and you will show me in WhatsApp group also. You can show me the things is that. Okay, thank you very much. Dear students, as you know that the vital contagious diseases affecting the whole world, and till then our teaching learning process will not stop. We will go ahead for that. Though it is online teachings and it is new for me, till then I would like to reach you and you cooperate me, and whatever the things are your queries is that you ask me in WhatsApp group, and I will definitely cooperate you. Thank you and have a nice day. Thanks for